Alright, this is the front of house tent. It's a bit of a mess at the moment. There's a MA2 light. I won't bother with that for the moment. We do have a mix switch, but it's not being used because of the way the console's being run. We have a little video switcher so you can run QLabs. There's a LED screen upstage. I am running a CL5 front of house, which is primary and redundant networks. Those interface, that's all for my smart for time alignment. I've also got Dante controller and DVS so I can multi-track. I might show you the most complicated mix, which would be Darwin World Music Band. So that was kick in, out, snare top, snare bottom, hat, rack 1, rack 2, floor 2, overhead left, overhead right, bass, DI bass, mic, electric guitar, acoustic, ukulele, a sub mixer on stage, keys 1, left and right, keys 2, left and right, keys 3, left and right, a hang drum, a yadaki, otherwise known as a didgeridoo for the fellas down south, violin, tabla left, tabla right, a taiko drum, a yadaki, another one, and then we had 3 wide vocals and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more vocals, most of them wireless, one of them being a headset. So that was the mix. A couple of things. So going to here, I've got a whole bunch of subgroups running. So I've got a vocal subgroup there, and I'm running a Portico compressor over the vocal subgroup. Vocals would have also been individually compressed, as you can see here. Open there, so compressor settings for vocal channel. If I go back to rack, go back to my premium effects, I had another Portico premium compressor over that guitar group. And on a Yamaha, you basically tell auxes that they're groups. So say if I got channel 1, so these are my subgroups for channel 1. Now by default they're auxiliaries, but what I do is I go into setup, bus setup, and I say they're stereo and fixed, and then they become subgroups. That way I can open my subgroups. So if I go to this subgroup here, and then I can route those subgroups to stereo. So looking at my subgroups for the band, I had this has actually changed, it was a little bit different. A drum subgroup, a snares subgroup, basses, guitars, keys, percussion, backing vocals, and main vocals. These 2 lines are actually auxiliaries, like standard post-fade auxiliaries. One is a return for the DJ, so that the DJ can be run from the front of house console and return to stage, and the other one is the return to stage, which I sometimes run track down or run my talkback mic down. Having a look at some drum channels. So you see the gate. Gate is the first dynamic. The second dynamic is compression. So I've got gate. This is kick in, kick out, snare top, snare bottom. See that phase reverse light up on snare bottom. Hi-hat, rack 2, floor 2. So I've copied and pasted that EQ across all those floors. Overhead left, overhead right. There's a little bit of a high boost for some sizzle. No dynamics on overheads. Basses are comped. It's my bass EQ. Got a little bit of a high pass on the bass mic because those subs are under stage. That is electric guitar. That is acoustic. That is ukulele. Big fat high pass on that. What do we got here? I'm going to skip those mixer channels because they're pretty much flat. Keys, a little bit of high pass. Hang drum, pretty drastic EQ. There's a condenser. Didgeridoos, all the lows out. Violin. I know it sounds weird to pull all those out of a didgeridoo, but that's actually the sound they're after. Violin. Percussion in the percussion group. Percussion left, percussion right. Different EQ on left and right. No idea how that happened, but it sounded good. Taiko drum, it's copy and paste EQ. Second didgeridoo, has a gate and a comp, because I need to be able to leave the mic open for the whole show. And then vocals, a straightforward high pass on the 58s, a little bit of highs out, and the other vocals, yeah, tiny little high frequency cut here and there where required, depending on stage position. Matrices, so left, right, V subs under stage, front fill on the V subs, and then the Infra subs, which are very wide. I've run those in stereo. So these are all matrices. And if I hit sensor fader and go to the left matrix, you can see left is fed to it. If I hit that, right is not. If I go to the right matrix, right is fed to it and left is not. If I go to the V sub matrix, left is fed to it and right is fed to it. Front fill matrix, right is fed to it and left is fed to it. Now if you look at the masters, so left and right, they would have been pretty much there, but everything that's summed would have been dialed down. And then the infras are just, there's just too much bass. They're a little bit overpowered for this small area, so they're running pretty low as well, even though they're stereo. That's getting left and that's getting right. These two are left and right.